There is a kind of success that shines brightly enough to impress everyone except the one living inside it. You achieve, you progress, you collect validation like trophies, and yet when the world goes quiet at night, your mind does not celebrate. It wonders why the silence feels heavier than the applause. You were told success would bring peace, but instead it awakened a tension you did not know existed. You reached the finish line and felt no arrival. You hit the goal and felt no grounding. You built the life the world applauds, and yet something inside remains unsettled, like a truth waiting at the edge of your awareness. You were taught how to win, not how to be well. You learned how to set goals, not how to listen to yourself. From school to work to social media, the story was always the same. Move more, achieve more, prove more. You internalized the idea that peace was something that would arrive after success, a kind of prize for the most disciplined and the most exhausted. So you kept climbing, convincing yourself that once you reached the next level, the anxiety would finally dissolve and the weight inside your chest would lift. But it did not. The more you achieved, the more fragile stillness became. The quieter the room, the louder your thoughts. Success did not calm your mind. It amplified the conflict already inside you. Success without peace is just another prison. The walls are invisible and socially admired, but they still close in when the noise fades. You can win every race and still feel trapped at the finish line. You can collect all the evidence that you are enough and still meet a voice that whispers the opposite each time you are alone. What if the problem is not that you failed to succeed, but that you were never shown how to succeed without losing yourself? There is a type of ambition that is powered less by desire and more by fear. You wake up with a sense of urgency that has no clear source. Before you have even taken a breath, your mind is already listing everything you have not done yet. Your day begins as a defense, not a decision. You move to avoid guilt, not to express purpose. You push yourself, not because you are deeply connected to your vision, but because the idea of slowing down terrifies you more than the idea of burning out. From the outside, it looks admirable. People say you are driven. They say you are serious, disciplined, unstoppable. They see the hours, the effort, the results. They do not see what happens when you are left in a quiet room with no screen and no task to hide behind. They do not see how quickly rest turns into restlessness in your body, how fast your thoughts start to attack you when there is nothing to do and no one to impress. You have become so used to running that stillness feels like failure. When fear sits behind your ambition, success turns into a fragile shield. You do not work because you feel grounded and clear. You work to avoid meeting the parts of you that feel insecure, ashamed, or unfinished. Productivity becomes a way to stay away from yourself. Even when you achieve something important, you cannot fully feel it because your attention has already jumped to the next thing that must be done. You never arrive, you only accelerate. If you never question this pattern, you can spend years building a life that looks strong while you quietly fall apart inside it. There is another layer to this prison. Many people are not chasing their own definition of success at all. They are maintaining a definition handed to them. Family expectations, cultural stories, unspoken rules about what a good life should look like. You come into the world as a person, and very quickly you are trained to become a role. The good student, the reliable worker, the high achiever, the one who makes others proud. So you start to climb the mountain that everyone points to. You say yes to paths that are approved, even if they feel strangely empty. You measure your progress using standards that were never discussed with you, only imposed quietly. You compare yourself constantly, not because comparison is meaningful, but because it is everywhere. Little by little, you move further away from your own inner signals. You stop asking what feels truthful and start asking only what looks successful. It is possible to arrive at the top of a structure built entirely from borrowed beliefs, the job that looks right on a profile, the lifestyle that photographs well, the income that impresses people who do not really know you. And yet, when you imagine living this exact script for 10 more years, a kind of heaviness appears in your body. It is the weight of a life that is technically correct and emotionally disconnected. Success that is not rooted in self-knowledge cannot bring peace. It can provide comfort, stimulation, and ego satisfaction, but not peace. Because peace requires alignment, and there is no alignment in playing a role you never chose. Peace is often treated as a reward, something you are allowed to feel once everything is under control. Once the tasks are done, once the money is enough, once the numbers on the screen reach a target. But peace is not a future prize. It is a present foundation. Without it, ambition becomes a storm that never really passes. With it, ambition becomes a direction you can walk without losing yourself. A peaceful person is not less ambitious than a restless one. They are simply less confused. They know what matters and what does not. They are able to say no without collapsing in guilt. They can walk away from opportunities that do not fit them, even if those opportunities impress everyone else. Their sense of worth is not glued to constant motion. Because of that, their action is cleaner, more precise, less reactive. Peace makes your attention available again. When your system is not constantly flooded with urgency, you regain the ability to think clearly and deeply. You can see long-term consequences instead of chasing short-term relief. You can choose a smaller number of goals and commit to them fully instead of scattering yourself across everything that calls your name. Success built on this kind of attention feels solid. It does not need constant external confirmation to exist. Without peace, success feels like something you must hold together at all times. Any pause feels dangerous. Any slow day feels like proof that you are slipping. With peace, success feels more like a house you live in. You still maintain it, you still care, but you are not afraid that the entire structure will disappear the second you decide to sit down. Peace does not arrive by accident. It is not a personality trait some people are born with and others are not. It is a practice, a set of choices repeated often enough that your nervous system learns a new pattern. Just as you trained yourself, consciously or not, to live in a constant state of tension, you can also train yourself to live from a different baseline. You build peace each time you honor your limits instead of violating them for approval. You build peace when you choose one meaningful task over many empty ones. You build peace when you stop letting every notification claim your attention as if your attention has no value. You build peace when you leave spaces where you are required to abandon your needs in order to stay accepted. At first, this feels uncomfortable. Chaos might feel more familiar than calm. Noise might feel more reassuring than silence. When you begin to change, parts of you will resist. The identity that was built on struggle will try to prove to you that you are becoming lazy, that you are losing your edge, that you are falling behind. But you are not falling behind. You are stepping back far enough to finally see what you have been running toward. Slowly, your inner world learns that safety is not found in doing more, but in relating differently to what you do. You can still work hard, but you no longer work from panic. You can still care about results, but you are no longer destroyed when results fluctuate. You are anchored in something deeper than performance. As this anchor grows, success begins to change shape. You might notice that your goals shift. Some of the things you thought you wanted lose their power over you. You realize they were based on comparison, fear, or old stories about what you needed to be in order to deserve love and respect. Other goals become clearer, sharper, more honest. They may still be ambitious, they may still stretch you, but they feel like an authentic extension of who you are, not an escape from who you are. From the outside, not much may change at first. You may have the same work, the same responsibilities, the same visible structure. The difference lives in the way you move inside that structure. There is more space in your decisions, more choice in your yes and in your no, more awareness of what you are trading when you give your time, energy, and attention away. You stop needing to be in pain to feel like you are progressing. You stop defining a good day only by how much you produced. You start noticing different metrics, how present you were, how honest you were, how aligned your actions felt with the kind of person you want to become. Success, in this sense, is no longer just about what you build, but about who you are while you are building it. Eventually, a simple question becomes more important than any target on your list. Who am I becoming through the way I chase success? Not who do people think I am, not what does my life look like from a distance, but who actually lives behind my own eyes when everything gets quiet. You can reach every visible milestone and still feel like a stranger to yourself. You can be admired for your discipline while secretly being driven by fear. You can be respected for your achievements while privately knowing that you no longer recognize the person carrying them. Success without peace asks you to abandon yourself in exchange for validation. It tells you to keep performing even when your inner world is collapsing. It rewards you for ignoring your limits. It is a kind of self-erasure. Real success does not require that sacrifice. It will still ask for effort, patience, and courage. It will still stretch you and expose your weaknesses, but it will not demand that you constantly betray your own well-being in order to maintain an image. It will leave room for your humanity. At the end of your life, the numbers will fade. The titles will belong to the past. What will remain is the quality of your presence and the relationship you have with yourself. If you cannot sit quietly in your own company without feeling like you're in danger, then nothing you have built is truly yours yet. Success without peace is a prison. Success with peace is a home. Not a perfect home, not a life without difficulty, but a place inside yourself where you can finally rest while you keep growing. The goal was never just to win. The goal was to win in a way that you can live with.